From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, David Payne.
Well, here we go. We're talking about, trackers are still out, and for good reason. Severe storms now coming into Oklahoma County, all right, out of Canadian County, and winds 50, 60. We've had a couple of gusts close to 70. We have some power outages out in Canadian County right now, at least underway. Trackers are out. We'll check in with them coming up. Let's go to the video from earlier. And blowing dust coming off the fields out in Ellis County. Big storm there developed. That was kind of the first storm of the day. Val and Amy Castor were right there. Not a tornado, it's just blowing dust. Had a fire that was started by a lightning strike. Tom saw the whole thing happen right in front of him. Fire took off with that. And then we had hail. We're talking about nickel, dime, quarter, up to just larger than golf ball size hail out near Camargo. That's in far northwestern Oklahoma. And that was just about 10, 15 minutes ago. We had winds again. We're looking at, 50, 60 miles per hour there. There's some of the hail that Val and the trackers have had. Look at that shot. There you go. Nickels and dimes with some quarters thrown in. And that's just not for fun. All right, let's get back to it here. Let's go to Val and get an update quickly here as this comes into Oklahoma City. And Val, storm is severe now coming into the West Metro, talking about Piedmont back down to El Reno. Go ahead.
Yeah, so David, I believe it. We are on I-40 now, just a little east of El Reno, and we're getting sporadic dime size. Some of it may be a little bit bigger than that. About 15 minutes ago, we had a gust close to 70 miles an hour southwest of Calumet. David, back to you.
Okay, so there you go. We got winds. That was about 15 minutes ago. Gusts of 70. Right now, winds are about 50 to 60 miles per hour. Okay, back to Lynx 1. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 2 o'clock in the morning for all the counties in blue. You know what those are. Counties that are flashing. Those are severe thunderstorm warnings. No tornado warnings. There won't be any out of this as a wind and a hail threat. Mainly a wind threat, though, right now. But the biggest storm in the entire state, entire southern plains, is in Canadian County coming into Oklahoma County. Storms out west have weakened here in the last half hour, but still strong enough to produce some small hail and gusty winds out here, 40 to 50 miles per hour. Could see a local gust close to 60 with that one cell now coming into Elk City. And as we jump east, little cell over Chandler dying out, not a big deal. This is the big glob now coming into Edmond, Piedmont, West Oklahoma City, moving through El Reno, coming into Yukon. It's moving easterly at about 16 miles per hour. Not very fast, but lots of heavy rain. It's going to get loud, lots of thunder and lightning. And power outages, sure, we could have a few more of those with this line as it makes its way across the metro. You'll pick up a half an inch. Some areas will pick up locally an inch of rain. The most rain we've seen since the 1st of September. That's what's going to happen here the next couple of hours and even into the overnight hours. But heavy rain now, talking about up near Mitch Park, back into Deer Creek, back down to Gaillardia, back down to Sundance Airport and Piedmont. Look at all the heavy rain in here. Winds in this line, 50 to maybe 60 miles per hour, back down to the El Reno Airport and also near Cedar Lake. Hail sizes, pretty small, nickel and dime size hail, quite a bit of lightning and thunder. Storm track, we're looking at the Village at about 10:22, Arcadia 10:30. How about downtown Oklahoma City at about 10:48 and Jones at about 10:54. So everybody in Oklahoma County is going to get rain, and some of these storms are going to be strong and again severe winds 50 to 60 with some nickel and dime size hail. They could ramp up and get a little stronger. Looking at the wind field now coming in, or the wind speeds here coming through Lake Hefner right now, that light blue, there's the Village. Right now between Mercy and down through Lake Hefner, winds 50 to nearly 60 miles per hour. So this is going to be the strongest pocket of winds, and it's going to be moving off to the east. So if you live in the North Metro, winds 50 to 60. It's crossing the Kilpatrick Turnpike. It's crossing the Hefner Parkway, and it will continue to push off to the east. Current power outages, well, we just got a few again in Canadian County. This is going up along the cold front, which is now sitting on top of I-40. And here's what's going to happen. The rain, the thunderstorms are going to continue. There's midnight tonight, northern, central, southern. We're still going to have rain and storms in the west, but look what happens overnight tonight. The showers and the thunderstorms continue. The severe weather will spread down into southern and southeastern Oklahoma overnight, but late tonight, tomorrow morning, more rain in the west and southwest. Folks, that is all good. Rain amounts are going to range from an inch to a half an inch. Not much in the north and northwest. You'll pick up a little bit more, but from central into southwestern and southern Oklahoma, this is going to be good rain. Locally, some areas 1 to 2 inches. There might be a few areas down south that see a little more than that between tonight and tomorrow morning. So, again, through about 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, a few of the storms, strong severe. The main threat is going to be some gusty winds, 50 to 60 miles per hour, with some nickel and dime size hail. Hail sizes have come down, and there's my wind speed zone. Winds in there 55 to 65. Lots of nickels and dimes. A few of these storms, again, between now and 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, might produce a few quarters. All right, so tonight through tomorrow morning, central, western, southern, eastern Oklahoma, we see more rain and storms increasing. Chance of rain overnight through tomorrow morning at 100%. Lows tonight in the 50s, 60s down south. Cold front moves in. Highs tomorrow, 60s, 70s in the north and northeast. Cool Oklahoma City west and south. Even some 50s in the southwest tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, light rain continues in the south mainly. Slight chance for showers in the afternoon here in Oklahoma City. Highs on Monday in the low 60s. Look at Tuesday morning, folks. 30s. How about a freeze in northeastern Oklahoma, and it gets colder. Wednesday morning, 33 in Oklahoma City, a light freeze in the west, a pretty good freeze in the north and the northeast. What do we go after that? Well, a cool week ahead. We warm it back up by the end of next week. 80s return, and another front with more storms coming up next weekend. Sports is next.